Yo, what's going on, guys? James here with another awesome Modern Warfare video, and in today's video we're talking about the 1.08 patch and all the fixes and adjustments and corrections that the developers are making. It's going to be released here on November 12th at 12 a.m. so hopefully you guys enjoy all these changes. If you enjoy the video, please leave a like, comment, rate, and subscribe. I provide Call of Duty content weekly, so I hope you enjoy, and let's get into the video. So for the general fixes, we have a lot of the back-end fixes to prevent crashes and improve stability across all modes and all platforms. I don't know about you guys, but on the Xbox, my Xbox would crash sometimes. Certain game modes or certain movements I would do in game modes would just cause my Xbox to act really weird. But apparently they're doing this across all platforms, so that includes Xbox, PC, and PS4. They also made some changes to the right shield. They fixed a bug where a player using the right shield will not take explosive damage during certain situations. Some of these situations include hitting a right shielder with a Pila directly and them not taking any damage. They also fixed an issue where the right shield would stow on the player's back when using stim. This would be extremely frustrating if you're a right shielder because it puts you in a state of vulnerability where like you can't attack, you can't do anything, and you're just sitting there with your stim. So now they've changed that, but it also is kind of OP if you think about it. You get to keep up your shield while you're healing. That's kind of crazy, but hey, I'm sure we'll figure a way around that with all these explosives that are in the game. Also, they adjusted the footsteps, so now while you're aiming in your aim down sight or you're crouching, doesn't matter how fast you're walking, it'll continually play the footsteps of you walking as long as you're moving. So that's kind of good. There's too many situations where I've run around a corner and the dude's like just crouching and you can't hear anything. But also dead silence is pretty dope, but that is what it is. So next we're going to talk about the challenges. As you guys know, a lot of the mounted kill challenges, a lot of the crouching kill challenges were kind of frustrating, and some of the mission challenges were extremely frustrating because they would not track, or they would they would track but they wouldn't show your progression. So now they're making more changes, and they're going to keep coming out with changes for the challenges, which is awesome. I think I only have 4 more left in the officer rank progression, and it's been taking me forever to get these challenges done because sometimes it won't even keep track of my my progress. But they're also making some challenge description changes because some of them are too vague. Specifically, they're talking about get kills with a burst weapon. There's an attachment where you can turn some of your guns into burst weapons, and there's also the FAMAS that is a burst weapon. So that was kind of too vague. So now they're going to be changing the description of the mission for that instance. They're also making some changes to Piccadilly, which is awesome. I do like the map, but it's just like it's just a weird play style for that map. It's very circular. The spawning is weird, so they're doing some spawn tuning for both TDM, Team Deathmatch, and Domination. But for Domination, it's awesome because they're finally changing the B flag location. As you guys know, B flag is on the fountain, and if anyone is on scaffold, the top of the bus by scaffold, or if you're up in the top of clothing, you can just camp there and watch the flag, and you can almost guarantee that you're going to kill somebody if they go on the flag. It doesn't matter if you have smoke nades, if you have multiple people going there. The location was just a really challenging location to get B flag back, or to cap it in the beginning anyways. So now they're going to change the location more near to the buses. I'm not sure if it's going to be in between the red and the yellow bus, or if it's going to be in between the buses and the fountain, but we'll see. I would assume that it's going to be in between the bus and the fountain, but we'll see. And next, the juicy part of the video, we're coming to the weapons. The ARs, they made a minor hip spread adjustment. We have no clue if that's good or bad. It just says hip spread adjustment, so I don't know if they're going to increase the spread or if they're going to decrease the spread. I personally think the ARs are kind of trash when it comes to hip fire, so I'm hoping that they buff it. I know you can add the laser and do all kind of sorts of things like adding the Merc foregrip to your gun, and it'll make the hip fire spread tighter, and it'll make it way easier to hip fire people. But honestly, ARs are just trash in that zone when it comes to that. Next, everyone's favorite, the 725. They're reducing the range, thank God. As you guys know, all the shotguns pretty much are just beasts in this game, and they're just so overpowered in certain situations. And so they're going to go ahead and they're going to reduce the range. This is what this shotgun needs. I know everyone just wants it out of the game. They want it broken beyond belief. But the 725 is getting its damage range reduced, which is awesome. Next, the M4, they increased the hip fire spread on that gun, and they also decreased the damage to the head. I don't know why, but there was an insane multiplier for the headshots where you could literally hit somebody once across the map and it would instantly kill them. So they're making a couple changes to the M4 for that. Next, we have the FAL. They reduced the recoil. They increased the aim down sight spread. So as you guys know, if you even try to shoot the FAL super fast, that thing would literally just reach the skies in half a second. So thankfully they're reducing the recoil and they're increasing the ADS spread. So hopefully they're trying to balance it in that fact. And also the M14 or the EB14, they increase the aim down sight spread. The DMRs are really strong in this game, so I guess they're trying to nerf it in that fact by adding some aim down sight speed so that people aren't getting away with so many crazy instances, especially in close quarters where a DMR shouldn't really be being used. And they also fixed a miscellaneous ammo reserve adjustment upon spawn to be in line with other weapons of their class. That sentence is kind of vague, but what I think they're trying to say is that if you spawn in with two weapons from the same class, like an AK and an M4 from the assault class, that the M4 sometimes would have more ammo in reserve than the AK would, or if we take the M14, sometimes the weapons would just have more ammo than the others. So I think that's what they're trying to fix. And last but not least, they fixed a bug in special operations where a player using the overkill perk with an SMG as a secondary would sometimes spawn in without a primary weapon when joining a match in progress. So that right there is a huge issue, because if you don't have one of your weapons and you're already sacrificing your perk 1 slot for overkill, what the hell's the point, right? So that's kind of crazy. They're making a change to that, so that's going to get fixed. But that's about it for the patch notes, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure you leave a like, comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. If you made it this far, thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you leave a like if you did, comment, and leave some feedback for me. And if you want to watch another video, go ahead and click one of the two down below.